Ticket Machine is the official ticket broker of Spartan Nation. No matter what you need a ticket for, border to border, coast to coast, the Ticket Machine is your ticket source. So whether you need to get into the hottest concerts, the best sporting events, you want the best seats in the house, or you just want to get in the door, when you want to go to any event that requires a ticket, anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, it's always theticketmachine.com. Theticketmachine.com, 517-655-3201. Check it out today at theticketmachine.com.
Back in the brook, Bolingbrook with my man, DeShaun Mallory. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Man, we started this journey a year and a half ago, but God's faithful, you've been faithful, and now your dream's true. Full scholarship headed to Michigan State University. Come on, somebody.
Yes, sir. Man, it's a dream come true. Couldn't have wondered with anyone else, and I'm glad it worked out with the Spartans.
You know this because you and I have become friends through this process. You know how proud I am of you. You could have quit. You could have went JUCO. You could have went D2. But your dream since 6th grade was to be a Spartan. And you stayed faithful to your dreams. You worked hard. I mean, DeShaun, this has got to be like an early Christmas for you.
Honestly, it is. I mean, once I got the call, got the scores back and everything started to, be aligned. I almost cried myself, and I'm not really a big crier, and I just feel like a whole bunch of weight was lifted off my shoulders when I found it.
Now we're friends, so I can call BS. I don't believe you didn't cry. I believe you really did.
I almost did. Like
I know Mama did.
Oh, Mama, she cried me a river. It was funny. I had one generating, which was funny, but I didn't let it fall. I was just like, it's just only beginning, so I can't cry yet.
I want to talk football in a minute, but quite frankly, there's a whole lot more here, a hell of a lot more important than football. You struggled early. That's not a lie. We've talked about it before. Everyone knows it. But your life turned around. You grew up. Yeah. You said, listen, I want to be a student. You hit the books harder than you've ever hit the weight room, and let me tell you, you are looking good. You finally gained some weight. You don't look like a skinny jean wearing soccer player anymore. You look like a defensive tackle, dadgummit. But you worked hard, and now you've put yourself in this position. I was telling you off camera. I said this about you the other day. I said, this is a kid who will never struggle in the classroom again because he's more proud of being a student than a football player now. Am I right?
Yes, sir. You're definitely right. Just from being in that position, it's like, why? It definitely did suck a little bit. It's like, I had the talents there, and it's like the only thing that was setting me back was my grades. Being at a top program like this, academically for sure, and, probably being set back only because of your grades, that was a kick in the butt for sure. The thing that I'm proud about you is when we talked a year and a half ago, you said the same thing. And I want to go back to your couch. Come on, brother. On that couch, when you looked me in the eye and my son, and you said, I will do this. Yeah. And you never wavered. Doesn't that feel good? It does. To stand behind my own words, I'm a man of many words, but there's one thing I will say. If I say something, I'm going to do it.
You totally will. All right, now let's talk football field.
Of course.
You've gained, how much weight have you gained in the last year? Because I remember teasing you on your couch. DeShaun, you got to gain some weight. How much have you gained? Because you are a solid 310.
Probably almost like 30 pounds, really.
Did your mom have to get a second mortgage to feed you, DeShaun?
When we go grocery shopping, it is a couple $100s, which is, she's like, I can't wait till you leave, so it won't be that expensive. But, from eating and, having a great weight trainer I have here, Kevin Zhang, he's an incredible guy. He gives me all the tips on how to gain weight the right way, lifting crazy, eating right, and just, keeping it all down. So I want you to go to that conversation you had with D'Antonio. Oh, yeah. Your guy, Coach D. He picks up the phone. Now, I had talked to you the night before. Yeah. Okay, so he calls you. Tell the fans, what's the phone call like, and was he more excited than you were? He was ecstatic. I was actually in the car getting out, and my phone was ringing. I thought it was my brother, so I was like, well, I just answered when, a couple minutes later. And someone just told me to look at it. I looked at it, and the first thing I saw was, head coach of Michigan State, D'Antonio. And I answered it right away, and I was trying to, calm down, because I was like, ooh, I don't want to sound too nervous or whatever. So the first thing he says was like, welcome to the family. I was like, okay, good. And then he's like, I'm proud of you. You stuck with your word, and we stuck with you this a long way. And he just was congratulating me the whole time. I just felt so, I felt embraced at the time because it's like I'm finally in. There isn't much stressing. There isn't like, I'm lifting heavy weight, on my back. It is like, I'm in. Hard work is done now. People who don't love the game of football will never understand. It's like an addictive drug, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. Oh, everything about it. Practice, weight room, the the whole thing. Yeah. I want to go back to you and I.
now that this is done, I can tell this story. I've never shared this story on television or radio or print because we were friends and I wasn't going to share it. But signing day, you and I talked.
Yeah.
And you were down. You were hoping your grades would have been back by then. They weren't. And I said to you, DeShaun, they're not quitting on you.
No.
You're not quitting on them. Don't get down. If you take a setback, don't take a step back. Yeah. Get ready for your comeback. Yeah. And isn't it amazing? Just from February, a month and a half, whatever, almost 2 months, how time changes. I want you to dig deep for a minute. You got the big smile, you're the big tough football player, but I know behind the jock there's an incredible young man.
Yes, sir.
Where does that incredible belief in yourself come from?
I want to say my parents. They've always been there. Coach I especially, he's always a guy, everyone just sees him as a football coach, but deep down inside, that man he's another father than me, to be honest.
He's raised you like a son.
He really has, yes.
And I think too many coaches get a bunch of crap from parents. Not yours, but parents. Yeah. And parents don't realize, he loves you as much as he loves his own family.
Yes, sir. I see him probably more than my mom nowadays. So whenever I have a problem, I always go to him for sure. And he's always, telling me the same thing my mom tells me. Just keep working hard. Whatever you do, in the dark, it'll come in the light. And those late hours of, extra homework and just cramping in at work just consistently all the time. He's always like, gotta keep doing it because at the end of the day, your dreams will come true, and I stuck by it.
A lot of people don't know this, but you were a Plan A recruit from Michigan State. You were not a, usually when they sign guys late, they're Plan D guys. Yeah. You were Plan A from the very beginning. They stuck with you. A lot of schools would have said, okay, DeShaun, it's signing day. We're going to go take a Plan B or C guy because you weren't there. Yeah. It meant a lot to you that they stayed with you, didn't it?
Yes, they did. Of course, I watched. I kept updated with Twitter. Seeing who other classmen signed, D-line especially, and I see that they didn't really pick up anybody. So at the time, I'm thinking like, okay, well, this is my time to, not go back on my word and just take the easy way out. And I always want to show them that I can do it and not give up on me.
So you're going to play this fall. You're going to get every chance to play this fall.
Yes, sir.
And you're rock solid right now. You're looking good. So. When you talk, did you talk to Coach Burton yet?
Oh yeah, I talked.
You got to tell me about talking to Coach B because man, that guy's lit.
He called me on the phone. He was really loud. He was just saying, my man, a Spartan dog and all this and that, and he was like, it's go time now. Everyone's can't wait for me to get down there, and just the grind will start. Once I step on that campus.
And it is a grind.
Yes,
Ken Manny, man, he can't wait to get his hands on your body.
Oh, that dude, from the conversations I had when I was up there for my official, I can't wait to be with that man.
Yeah, Coach Manny's the man. All right, I want to ask you about playing. So obviously you're going to have to get in there quick, but one of the advantages you have of D-tackle is it's not like you're a pretty boy quarterback trying to learn an 80-page playbook. You're not a running back trying to impress the girls with your fleet of flight. It's just go beat the hell out of somebody right now, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Just the whole blue-collar mentality I have here, I think the coaches installed that in me just to get after it. I mean, we get beat up play after play, and then, whether you make a good play on 4th and 1 or a good play on, 1st and 10, it doesn't matter. We got to get back and do it every single play. And I think just having the mentality of, you're going to be beat up is just, you got to turn around and do it all over again.
I heard a guy say one time, I could play football, but I don't want to play hurt. Then you're never going to play the game because you're going to be hurt every play.
Never.
You just take, isn't that right though?
Yeah.
You just got to be a man about it.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you the numerous injuries I've had in the game, and I've never said not one word just because, I literally got to get dragged up that field if you want me to stop playing. I've had dislocated shoulders in the game, just popped them back in.
Hey, I know a guy, offensive lineman, that popped his finger out of the body, shoved it in and duct taped it. They just don't understand if you're not from that mentality, do they?
Yeah, like you said, the whole pretty boys, you can get like a little scratch on the arm, they want to sit out for like 3 quarters. Whereas to me, I literally got to stop functioning for you.
In soccer, they hold up one of them colored credit cards. Oh, you hit too hard. You almost knocked his skinny jeans off. This is big boy sport.
Yes, sir. This game teaches you so much to be mature. You get hit, you get smacked in the mouth. That's just reality. You got to get back up and try to do it to someone else.
All right, I want you to relive. I want you to look in the future with me. Okay? You're in Champaign, Illinois. Senior year.
Yeah.
Playing for a Big Ten title against your home state, Illinois. They kind of turned their back on you. Yeah. Let's tell the truth.
Yeah, it did.
How much is DeShaun Mallory looking for that moment, going against the Orange, wearing his green and white, all Big Ten candidate, looking to just say, here we go, baby.
All right, licking my chops. To beat up my hometown has always been a dream. Actually, ever since I signed, I actually thought about that, actually, playing in Illinois. They came in a couple times, and I never heard from them again. So that's one team that definitely gave up on me, for reasons that I can understand, of course.
Sure, and not bad people. We love them. Good school, good people.
I can understand why. I mean, of course. But to come back and just, bust them in the mouth and just be like, hey, you missed out. That would be a great feeling.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yes,
Last one. I asked you this before, but now it's done. What's being a Spartan mean to DeShaun Mallory?
Man, it means everything to me. Just hopefully one day, well, not hopefully, I will be. I had a little Spartan on my jersey. Mallory on the back. Representing the school and myself. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Okay, I already had people emailing me because they want to buy your jersey. Do you know what number you're going to be at?
I've talked to D'Antonio. I potentially want to be at number 4. That's always been not a single digit. I'm not really flashy with that, but just to wear that.
Yeah, but when you're a big guy, that single digit makes you look even bigger because that's such a small number.
Yeah.
Imagine being Raekwon Williams with a 99, then you get a 4.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Number 4, they recently left the guy Malik McDowell.
Yeah.
Ever since I started watching the Spartans, he came up to the picture a couple years ago for me, and just watching him play reminds me of myself. And, just to carry on that little legacy he had wearing that jersey, I want to continue with.
But not disrespecting him, but you have a much higher motor than him, I believe. I've never seen you take I've watched so much of your tape. I feel like I've been your head coach. I've never seen you take a play off.
Nah. Coaches here, they install chase after the ball.
Not in the brook.
Not in the brook. Hit anyone you see. And this is like, if you're far away, run it, you'll hit someone. And, for me, you got the flashy guys. They're extremely fast. I'm there, but... I mean, you chase after them, they do the little dancing or whatever. They stand there. They'll get hit by me.
So, watching your film the other day, Chuck Grenier, Coach Grenier, who's part of our Spartan Nation team, you pick up a fumble, and you're outrunning safeties and linebackers, DeShaun.
Yeah.
What do you run the 40 in? At 310 gorgeous, beautiful pounds, what do you run the 40 in?
I run a 40 and a 4.7 flat right now. Yeah.
You're lying. Are you swear to God you're telling the truth?
I swear to God.
You run a 4.7 40?
Yes, sir.
Oh, dear God. That is just a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, people here say that it's like the whole freaking nature thing just because how big I am. People expect me to be slow. I don't really say expect me, but they just generally think that I am slow, but I can keep up with a lot of guys.
Man, making big boys look good, aren't you?
Yes,
representing the big uglies.
Yes,
DeShaun Mallory, my man. Thanks, brother.
No problem.